How does a solid block of metal become one of the most precise machines on Earth? A gun? What's going on behind the locked doors of a gun factory? And how do manufacturers ensure a firearm doesn't misfire when lives are on the line? Today, we're going inside the world of firearm manufacturing, from raw steel to finished product. You'll see every step broken down simply and clearly. Stick around to learn the secrets behind rifling, high-pressure testing, and why every component has to be exact down to the fraction of a millimeter. Let's break it down. It all starts with raw materials, primarily steel alloys chosen for their durability, heat resistance, and strength. The type of steel used varies depending on whether it's for the barrel, slide, or internal components. Some modern guns also incorporate polymers for frames, which reduce weight and cost without sacrificing strength. These materials are rigorously tested before they ever touch a machine. Any flaw could mean the difference between a reliable firearm and a dangerous malfunction. Before the magic of machining, you need metal that's ready to handle explosive force, thousands of times. Once materials are approved, precision machining begins. This is where CNC machines, short for computer numerical control, take over. These robotic cutting tools carve the raw steel into precise gun parts. We're talking micrometer-level precision here. The frame, slide, barrel, all are cut to exact specifications. These machines follow digital blueprints, ensuring that each piece is virtually identical to the last. One mistake, one out-of-place groove, and the part is scrapped. Even internal components like the firing pin and trigger group are shaped using CNC tools. Each movement is automated, cooled with lubricants, and constantly inspected by sensors. After this step, you're left with what looks like a gun, but there's no rifling yet, no assembly, and no test firing, just cold, perfect metal. Now comes one of the most crucial steps, rifling the barrel. This is the process of carving spiral grooves inside the barrel, which spin the bullet for better stability and accuracy. There are a few methods used here: button rifling, where a hard metal button is pushed through the barrel to imprint grooves, or cut rifling, which is slower but even more precise. Some barrels are even hammer forged, where the rifling is pressed in while the barrel is still malleable. Once rifled, the barrel is heat-treated to increase its strength. A barrel without rifling would shoot, yes, but the bullet would wobble and lose accuracy fast. It's this twist, calculated to fractions of an inch per turn, that makes a modern firearm deadly accurate. With all major components machined and rifled, it's time to put it all together. Assembly starts with the lower receiver or frame. The trigger mechanism is installed, along with springs, pins, and safety features. Next, the barrel is fitted into the slide or upper receiver depending on the firearm type. Then comes the recoil spring, the guide rod, and all the pieces that enable the gun to cycle with each shot. Each firearm is manually assembled by trained technicians, not just robots. They follow tight tolerances and check alignment, tension, and spacing constantly. The final piece, attaching the grip, magazine well, and optional accessories like optics rails, completes the build. At this point, the gun can be racked, dry-fired, and loaded with dummy rounds. But it's not done yet. No gun leaves the factory without testing. Before any firearm can be sold, it has to pass through rigorous testing. Each gun is test-fired with proof rounds, overcharged bullets that generate more pressure than standard ammo. This ensures the firearm can handle extreme stress. Technicians look for cracks, bulging, or any signs of failure. Guns are also accuracy tested using laser alignment and live fire accuracy groups. If a gun misfeeds or jams during this phase, it's disassembled, corrected, or scrapped. Quality control is brutal on purpose. These machines are tools that people trust their lives to. Every unit is inspected, both by machines and by hand, before it gets a serial number. Last but not least, finishing touches. Guns are coated with protective finishes, bluing, parkerizing, Cerakote, or nitriding, which make them rust-resistant and more durable. Branding, logos, and serial numbers are laser-etched. Some firearms get hand-polished slides or wooden grips. Others are packed with manuals, trigger locks, and accessories. Then, it's into foam cases, onto pallets, and out the door. From blocks of steel to a finished weapon ready for action, the process is complex, exact, and fascinating. If you learned something new today, hit like, share this video, and subscribe for more engineering breakdowns.